everybody, my name is Kim and I'm the happiest cook. Today we are continuing to spend some time in the windy city of Chicago. And I've discovered that Chicago is more than hot dogs, pizza. It's full of Italian, Mexican, barbecue, and so much more. There's a diverse range of cuisines to pick from, making it an all-around global food scene. For us today, it's THC's version of chicken Vesuvio. It's a one-pot Italian-American meal straight from Chicago. It's chicken thighs, roasted potato wedges, and a yummy lemon garlic white wine sauce. So, I have all my things together. Do you have yours? And like I always say, let's get cooking. All right, let's get cooking. So, I have a simple sheet covered in foil, sprayed it with nonstick spray. I have my potatoes cut in wedges. We are going to just toss them, the potatoes, with a little bit of olive oil. Like that. We're going to salt them, pepper. Then we're going to put them out in a single layer. We're going to pop these in a hot oven for about 20 minutes. And then we're going to start the chicken. Wasn't that fast? Okay, so our butter is melting in our skillet. Right here. I have 2 tablespoons. And then we are going to take our chicken thighs, which I have already. We are going to salt and pepper both sides. Do you see on this chicken thigh how I cut it against one side of the bone like that? Otherwise, the chicken would be like this, and I like my chicken to get cooked all the way through and without burning it. I just simply cut just one side. Don't go through because you want the skin and everything to stay intact. Then we're going to put these in, skin down, cook them for about 10 minutes on one side, then we're going to flip them, cook them for about 10 minutes on the other side, and then from there we will continue to cook while the chicken is resting. All right, so the chicken is all ready to come out. No, it is not done cooking, but it will be cooking for additional time in the oven. So for now, we are just taking it out temporarily. We're just going to set that over there. All right. Then you want to have about 2 tablespoons of butter in here, which we have, so we're good there. Now we're going to add our onion. Then we're going to add our garlic. and our fresh oregano. And we're going to cook this for less than a minute, just long enough to get that fresh herbs a chance to get really fragrant. Then we're going to add our flour. Then we're going to add our chicken stock and our wine. I wanted to mention on the wine thing, this we're just going to bring it back to a boil, scraping up the little bits off the bottom. When cooking with wine, I actually know people that will open a bottle of wine, take a taste and go, ooh, nah, we'll save this for cooking, and they'll put it aside. Never cook with wine that you don't like, because it's not going to miraculously change flavors when it cooks. So my rule of thumb is I always cook with wine I like. That way, whatever you're cooking will taste good. All right, so we have scraped up all the bits on the bottom. It smells so good. What we're going to do is we are going to return the chicken to the pan. Then we're going to cover it up and put it in the oven and cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to take it out of the oven. Take the chicken out and we're going to add some vegetables. Then we're going to put it back in the oven to get warm and to brown. And then we'll be plating it up, and this smells really good. All right, our chicken is done. I am going to carefully remove the chicken so that I can get to all of this yummy underneath. All right, so my gravy is just about how I would want it. I'm going to add my frozen peas and some lemon juice. Stir that in. Then we are going to add the chicken back on top of the gravy and the peas. And we're going to take the potatoes and we're going to just kind of put them all around the edges like this. Then we're going to stick it back in the oven and get all of these elements all warmed up and crisped up. Okay, so our chicken is all ready. Let me see. I'm going to make sure you can see this. There it is. And we are going to take one out. And Make it pretty. There we go. Chicken Vesuvio, THC style. I hope you had a really good time. I had so much fun cooking today. The weather's kind of icky outside and reminded me so much of Chicago. So let's see what this tastes like. The fresh oregano, if you have it to use it. It's so, so good. You can use the dried. If you use dried, you'll use more if you use fresh. It's just not as potent, I think, maybe as the dried is. So I use a little bit more, but oh, the sauce is really good. So that wraps up our little stay here in the Chicago area. I hope you had a blast. We did. From my cameraman and all of my dogs that have been running around my feet while I've been cooking, we thank you for joining us here on The Happiest Cook. Please hit that subscribe button if you would, please. We do appreciate it so much. And like I always say, let's get cooking and keep on cooking. Bye.